Greetings, aspiring Minecraft masters. This is Stavert back again with another segment of the Zombie Survival plugin tutorial slash walkthrough, whatever you would like to call it. Today, I just kind of wanted to cover the classes signs and how to actually set up your classes on the server side. As a few of you may have noticed, you don't really have any additional information provided on how to be able to access those classes during the game. You know, I really didn't see any additional any additional information in the command section, nor do I see anything on the signs as far as item signs, heal signs, stat signs, blah blah blah, door signs, nothing about classes. So I took the liberty of going and actually PMing the plugin creator, and he was kind enough to respond back in a punctual manner. He's basically just telling me, hey look, you could do this via signs, and it's actually really easy to do. You just type in your precursor of zombie, class, join, and then the name of the class that you want to use for your players to be able to join. So, very simple. First, I'm just going to kind of cover the configuration settings for those of you who actually haven't gone around and messed with these. And in order to find these, you just kind of poke around in your plugins folder for this particular plugin, the Zombie Survival plugins folder, and it should be just included in there as, I believe, classes.yml. So it's pretty easy to get to. You just go ahead and edit that. And when we start off, we have just a couple of basic classes. I believe the starter classes were guards and masons, and those guys kind of start off with, I think like a sword and a pickaxe, respectively, and maybe some bread. But what I've gone and done is just kind of added a couple of unique things to this. So the guards, are going to start off with a stone sword. I believe this is a potion of healing 2, which I believe heals like 4 hearts, and then of course they have bread. That's just kind of, the bread thing is kind of a common theme that repeats for each one of these classes, because I want someone to be able to have something to eat. Another thing that I kind of added to this, which they didn't have, is if you notice at the top here where they go in and they put in notes, none of these notes are actually read by the server. When they're preluded with a pound symbol. So what I've gone and done is just left a little note for myself, because let's be honest, I'm not good at remembering item IDs. So I like to just go ahead and put in the pound symbol and then write out exactly what I'm giving each class. So if I decide to go back and kind of tweak it later on, it makes it easy for me. So as you can see, 272 must be stone sword, and that's a reoccurring theme right here. So I'll trust my actions on that one. Let's see. Okay, I did give him a regeneration as opposed to a health potion. That's why I leave myself notes, and of course bread. And then what I did is I went and created a couple of additional classes. So in order to do that, I was reading a very common theme of setting things up is to make sure that you have the correct amount of spacing for everything. Say here and here, for any part of this plugin. So the easiest way for me to do this was I just went and selected a pre-existing class with all the formatting necessary, and then I just went and pasted that below, whichever the final class was, and then I just went and looked up my item IDs, and don't worry, I have included this link in the description if you guys need it. But yeah, I went and looked up my item IDs, and you basically just plug them in here, and then you give your class a unique name, like say this one I created is called Knights. I also created a, let's see, mages class and a barbarians class, or a berserkers class rather, and then you just have to update the description, and this will display whenever someone say clicks on one of the signs. It will say you are now joined to the raging barbarian class, or you are now part of the noble knight class type thing. So this is actually very easy to make. Just make sure when you're creating your classes, say for example you copy this and then paste this near the bottom, make sure at the top here where you have classes you follow this spacing setup here, and that you include the name up here, because if any of these names are not included here but are included down here, this plugin will not work. So just a word of warning. Alrighty, so let's just go ahead and pop up our Minecraft, and actually let me leave this as split screen just so you guys can see this zombie class info that they provided for me. Now I've made a couple of example signs here. As you can see in the second portion over here, he was kind enough to provide the leave sign, so I'll demonstrate that in a moment. But as far as creating a zombie class sign, I'm just going to go ahead and do that with you right now. So I have a sign selected, and I'm just going to go ahead and right click, type zombie class on the top here, and then we're just going to type join, and I've figured out that join does not have to be case sensitive, luckily. And then I'm just going to go ahead and create another mages sign. Now, with the mages thing, this is case sensitive. So I'll show you an example of a correct and incorrect configuration. Up here we have the zombie class precursor written. You know, it's the same on all these signs. And then join is all lowercase here except for the bottom. And we'll find out, I'll show you in a second, that that doesn't matter if that's uppercase or lowercase. But as you can see for these two top signs, we have knights lowercase, mages lowercase. So I'm going to click on that and it says invalid class. Same thing with this, invalid class. Now, this is where they're actually capitalized. The J is lowercase. I'm going to click on it and it's going to say, you've joined Noble Knight. So that class is in fact valid. And you can also create a leave class sign. So as you see over here, all you have to do is type in zombie class on the top line, leave on the second line. And if you right click it, it will say you have left your class. Pretty easy. And then as you can see, here is zombie class with a capital J and the capital K, the correct way to do it. Right click on it, you have joined Noble Knight. So that's pretty much it. This is the classes portion of this plugin in a nutshell. Again, my name is Stadvert. Please like, subscribe, comment. Provide any suggestions you may have for me to improve my videos in the future. I do have plans to actually start adding some thumbnails. We are going to be getting some background art on the channel. We've just hit over 500 video views. I'm really excited about that. My goal for the end of this month is just to get 10 subscribers. We're already at 6. So if you guys are new to this channel, please just pop me up a sub. It would do wonders for me. And if you guys want to see anything else, maybe the zombie map that we have created here, feel free to shoot me a PM if you have any additional questions about this plugin setup, specifically this portion. Feel free to PM me. I also do have other videos up on how to configure the core functionality of this plugin as far as setting zombie spawners, setting up all of your item signs and stuff like that. So feel free to poke around my channel and try to find those if need be. You can also reach me on Bukkit.org, and you'll see me kind of poking around on the zombie survival plugin page quite a bit. My name again is Stadvert for that as well, so feel free to PM me on there. Hope you guys have a great night, and I'll see you on the next video.